Hello, to do resin art, we need to prepare ourselves first. Epoxy and resin can be poisonous if they are swallowed or the fumes are breathed in. We need to work in a very well ventilated area. Very important is to wear a respiratory mask and safety glasses. These are the organic vapor cartridges, so we can get them separately. It's better to use a mask. I have seen myself getting ill without the proper precautions taken in the initial days. I had breathing problems and also eye watering and redness. So, the maximum use time of the cartridge is 6 months. Even if it's not used, you need to change it after 6 months. If you're going to work with resin frequently, please use these things. It is also important to wear gloves. If you accidentally get resin on your hands, it needs to be removed in a right way to avoid possible skin irritation reactions. You should use a correct cleanser to remove it. Hand soap and water will not remove resin completely from your skin. I am using a 1:1 epoxy resin. It has 40 minutes work time and all the instructions are clearly mentioned on the label. It has 24 hours cure time. To measure, I'm using a silicone measuring cup. You could also use a weighing machine. We have readings on it, so you can pour equal amounts of resin and hardener. Some wooden sticks to mix. You could also use a silicone stick. Some plastic cups in case you want to add different colors. A tweezer if required. I need one for my art. Silicone mold. Use cotton to remove the dust particles and clean it properly. Resin pigments if necessary. I recommend buying from a good brand and read reviews before buying. I'm using dried flowers, foil flakes, alphabets. I will try writing a name. I'm planning to do a keychain. And it's good to have a few tissues, so if you could accidentally pour resin or want to clean something, please have everything ready before you start the process because you have to finish it in 40 minutes. Have a clear idea in mind of what you're planning to do. Use a sheet or silicone mat to safeguard your furniture. I'm using this mold. I place a dry flower and I'm planning to write a name on it. So I'll be using some flakes and I would like to add some color. So this is my plan. So let's start. Let's mix the epoxy and the hardener in 1:1 ratio. If you're not going to mix the resin for 2 to 3 minutes continuously, this is how it's going to end up. This is how it actually needs to be. Use a lighter to remove the tiny air bubbles. I am going to do it in two layers. After the first layer semi dries, I will do the second layer. We need to cover the silicone molds to prevent dust particles falling on it, as it needs 24 hours curing time. Now I'm using a fast curing resin which takes 1 to 2 minutes under a UV light lamp. Direct sunlight takes 10 to 15 minutes to cure, and under direct sunlight on a cloudy day it might take up to 30 to 120 minutes. I'm using fast curing resin for the second layer. Use a lighter to burst the air bubbles. I have placed the mold under a UV lamp for 2 minutes. Curing has been completed and this is the final product.